What is up, Super Fam? I am Sensei Finito, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be checking out Miss Marvel Episode 5 Watch Party. Oh, well, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a watch party and review for this. I am super pumped. Miss Marvel so far has been a lovely show. Like it's been a fun time from start to finish. So I can't wait to see what we're going to be getting into with tonight's episode. We definitely left off. I mean, we've learned so much about the MCU within these shows as far as like all these different dimensions and realms and whatnot. It's like we've just learned so much, and it's really just amazing, to be honest. And I just can't wait to see what else we get to learn in this show, in this season, in this episode, because I think we only have two more episodes left, if I'm not mistaken. And within those two episodes, I just have no doubt that we're about to get some crazy bangers of episodes for this one and the next one. Um, Let me know what you guys are thinking we're gonna be checking out on today's episode, because like I was just telling you, man, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a banger. Make sure you guys join our Discord if you're not in there already, so you can stay up to date with all of the stuff that we talk about and post. You already know. Once you join the Discord, just make sure you talk in there and let us know you're in there, so you can get the right roles, so you can have access to all the little special perks you get by being a subscriber in our Discord. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so last week's episode, we were introduced to the Red Daggers, which was amazing. We were also introduced to the Hypermax prison that the DODC have access to, that we see from the She-Hulk trailer. We had our first look at it yesterday. Well, we didn't really get a look at it because they were technically like in the sewers. They were like underground and like the pipeline of everything. So we didn't get a good look at the inside of it by any means, but we did get a good look of the outside, and that's how we were able to even know that it is similar to the She-Hulk place in the one that the same. That's how we know it's the same prison from She-Hulk, is because it showed us that outside of the red walkway going up to it. So that, just knowing that alone, you know what I mean, it's already giving us more than a lot of the other Disney Plus shows and movies that we've had just in these past couple of years. Like, bro, there's so much connective tissue. That's what I've been calling it. That's what I'm going to keep calling it. A lot of MCU to connective tissue. This episode is releasing tonight at midnight, but Remy was telling me that it's been releasing at 11:50. So once it gets to like 11:45, that's when we can all start refreshing and getting ready for that episode to go get your popcorn in and all that. But until then, we're gonna just talk about our theories and what we think we might see from this episode. So continuing on, after we see them kind of break out of that prison, they left my man Carmen. My man Carmen. They just left him. She was like, "Nah, we he ain't rocking with us no more." He helped Kamala basically, and then Kamala gets introduced to the leader. I believe he was the leader of the Red Daggers, and he basically breaks down Nor, which is the light beams that she can wield when she went like with the bangle. Well, not with the bangle, but that's what she wields because she's a Jinn. So uh I hope uh I just hope that we get, all of the info that we kind of need within this episode. Oh, McLovin, what's up with the McLovin? Welcome to the chat. How you doing today? McLovin says, Bisha said they're gonna try to do something different with this episode, and they hope people like it. It's gonna be written by someone else. Oh, okay. Whenever someone says, "I hope you like it," I get a little bit nervous because it's like that means like you think it's possible that people won't like the little, the switch up. But I have a lot of faith in this show. This show has like literally given me the hope that I didn't have for this show. Like for the longest time, I was just like, oh yeah, we're getting a Miss Marvel show. That's gonna be fine. It's cool. It's whatever. And then we got that first trailer for it, and I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know how I feel about it. And then the news came out that she's not going to have her comic book in beginning. You know what I mean? She's going to have that new type of power that she has. And I was just really nervous about everything. But then, that first episode, I've been sold ever since literally the first episode. If you guys have been here with me on this watch along that I've been doing on the channel, then you know that, bro, it's just been such a good time week after week, and it's something to really look forward to. Like I looked forward to everything, like all the other Marvel stuff, but it just kind of got dull after a while. And I don't feel like this didn't it didn't let me down. Like I said, maybe it was because I kind of came in with such low expectations, but I mean, even what I expected this show to be when I was actually like kind of happy for it before I found out they weren't doing the embiggening stuff, it still blew everything out of the water. We've got some of the best development when it comes to characters. I love the mom and dad. I love the brother. I love how the family dynamic is within this show. It's been really like the first time we've actually got to experience a true family dynamic of, you feel me, like parents, son, daughter, and then also them dealing with the ins and outs of being who they are, when it comes to their religion and their faith and their beliefs from where they've come from, as well as the dad. Like Abu is top notch. He's top notch. The way he just has the information about everything, and he's not scared to talk about it. More than anyone else, he's been talking about it. He's the one that's given us all the knowledge that we even know in the first place, which I love. And as far as the Kamala, after she meets the Red Dagger and all of them, he tells her about the I can't think if the place is what the place is called, but I know that's where the Nor comes from. Is it called the Nor dimension? Like basically the light dimension? I might be mistaken, but I think that's what it is. So once we figure all that out, we find out that basically the Jinn are trying to cause a realm version of an incursion. We learned about the incursions from Doctor Strange when we had Mr. Fantastic tell us what's going on. Like an incursion is when basically two universes are colliding and only one can survive. So that's kind of the realm. We're kind of doing that same type of vibe, but with the realms instead of with universes. Okay, so I'm down for all of that already. It all sounds good. One thing that I think a lot of people have had issues with that I've seen is that the Jinn don't seem like they're strong. You know what I mean? Like at all. Like I don't know if they have to have something to channel their energy in, and that's why everyone has their own special weapons, and maybe Kamala is different, and that's why her stuff can be projected the way it can be. But I mean, as far as it goes, they haven't really done anything grandiose, like people did die in the last episode too, but we'll get to that. Which is something that I'm really happy about. I know that sounds very sinister and very dark, but I just mean I'm happy that the creators and Disney weren't scared to kind of take it to that level, to let people risk their lives and actually die. So the stakes are actually high, and we actually do kind of care. I mean, don't get me wrong, we did meet Red leader of the Red Daggers in the last episode, and he died in that episode. But still, I had they made us care about him because he seemed like he actually cared, and not only did he actually care, but he was like the only adult that knew the truth about what was going on and was actually trying to help Kamala, because it's obvious everyone else is trying to hurt her, not help her. And that's the main reason why. And then we find out that's the main reason why Aisha, that's the main reason why she's looking for Kamala or wants Kamala, is so that she can cause these incursions with her power, make that membrane a little more malleable so they can just, come on right out. McLovin says, yeah, it really exceeded my expectations already too. Yeah, bro. First episode, no cap. First episode, I was sold. I was like, okay, this is a good show. People are definitely going to be sleeping on it. I know people are going to hate on it, but hate is going to hate. They hate us because they ain't us. You feel me? McLovin also says, plus I go into every project with an open mind. Have to try to see it through. The writers, directors have a vision instead of my own. At the end of the day, it is their project. I agree and disagree. I agree because I do the same thing, but I just disagree with how writers and directors choose to do their vision sometimes because it's not, like it's not you. I don't want to say it like that, but it's not yours. If you know what I'm saying. Like it's not like you're like this is even becoming a movie because they're the writer and director, it's like it's because of the fans, which is us. That's why they can make all these movies, is because us fans are the ones that are here and appreciate all of the content of what they're putting out and what they're doing. So if they're like, with that being said, they have to put into consideration what the fans want as well. But I still do agree with what you're saying, like I said, because like, yes, they do have their own vision, and I believe that they should be able to interpret or incorporate their vision however they want to. But I feel like there should be at least some type of source material. You know what I mean? Uh, Maybe I know a lot of them want to make the blueprint and everything else, and I know that's why a lot of people, directors and writers, don't come to the MCU because they want full writing control. That's very similar to what happened with John Watson, why he walked away from the Fantastic Four. Hey, my man Jamie, what's up with it, my guy? I appreciate you for the super chat, my guy. Always coming through with the love. Yo, my man says, "What's your favorite MCU Disney Plus show?" My favorite, bro. My favorite, I'm gonna have to say it's in between. It's in between Moon Knight and the Loki. Like, to be completely honest, it's in between those two. It's somewhere around there, but I don't know exactly where I would put it. To be completely honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I I really like Moon Knight. I really like Loki, but I'm gonna be even more honest. I'm liking Miss Marvel a little bit more than I liked, some of the other stuff too. So I'm gonna have to see how Miss Marvel ends, and then I have to see She-Hulk, and then ask me that question again, Jamie, and I'll give you a way better answer. Because right now, for me, I feel like Moon Knight is pretty much my favorite, but I think Loki is really the one that I loved a lot because we got to see Kang, or He Who Remains, whatever you want to call him. We got to see my man Jonathan Majors, and I loved everything that did. And not only that, but Loki also was like really big here on the channel as well. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where Loki, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel are definitely my top three personally. And then once we get She-Hulk, I'm gonna go back and rewatch everything, uh, so I can like be like, okay, let me really digest this, and then I'll probably have either a different answer, or I'll be even more solidified in what I feel. But Jamie, what's your favorite MCU Disney Plus show so far? And the rest of y'all in chat, what's your favorite show as well? I appreciate you, Jamie, coming through with another super chat. Shout out to Jamie. Show him some love, y'all. Samurai in the chat said, "What up, Marvel Bros? What is up, Samurai? I hope you're doing good on this lovely Tuesday. Just let me know how you're doing." Mary Sue in the chat. Hello. What's up with it, Mary Sue? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What is your favorite Disney Plus show so far? I kind of feel like I know what it is, but let's see if it's what I think it is. Dark King, my man, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Love to see you. Love to see all you guys back again for Miss Marvel. I feel it. Y'all be like, hey, I'm not here for nothing else but Marvel stuff. I feel it. It's all good, yo. I'll be the same way sometimes. But we do cover The Boys and a lot of other stuff. So if you guys like any of that, go ahead on, you feel me, drop by on some other ones as too. I love to see you guys back here with this one. I know we have our groups of people. Like, we have our Wheel of Time group, we have our group for The Boys, we have our group for all of the different Marvel shows, and you guys are all awesome, and we love all of you, and thank you for the love and support, for sure. Dark King says mine is Mrs. Marvel. Yeah, Miss Marvel is definitely the one, bro. I agree. Miss Marvel is just tasty, bro. For Farrell Alfarezi, what's up with that? How you doing? My man says Miss Marvel episode 5. Ayah, hey yo, not the ayah. The ayah is crazy. I feel it though. Let's see. Dark King says, but I dislike some parts of it in the first 2 episodes only. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about for sure. Because there was some dodgy CGI moments, I guess you can say. But I mean, yo, we just watched the first episode of the Umbrella Academy today on the channel, and the CGI in that was way choppy. So I was like, oh nah, it's okay. Oh snap, my man Jamie coming through with the $5 super chat. Much love to you, Jamie, and we appreciate you for sure. My favorite is easily WandaVision. My most anticipated is either Secret Invasion, The Armor Wars, or Daredevil reboot. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree completely. Thank you for the super chat. You always coming through with the love and the support. You're awesome, yo. Become a member if you can and help us out here. So just to show some love, you've been dropping super chats for sure, and you could have already became a member of the channel and get some of those extra perks. You know what I'm saying, my man? We appreciate you with the super chats though. But when you become a member, you get a little bit more bang for your buckarooski, if you will. When you do become a member, you get member only badges, channel emojis, and other special perks to show your love and support on the channel. Much love to you, Jamie, for coming through with another super chat, bro. But yes, I agree. I think Secret Invasion is going to be freaking next level, bro. Like, no cap. I think Secret Invasion is going to be next level. And then Armor Wars, I'm really hoping that Armor Wars becomes like just the next. I don't even know what to call it. I want that to kind of be like the Avengers level event for the Disney Plus stuff. I know that Secret Invasion is going to be that, but I mean like that. I want that one to be like the baby one, like Civil War. Like I want Armor Wars to be Civil War, and then I want Secret Invasion to be the Avengers, but for the Disney Plus show. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Oh snap! Remy said it's out. Okay, you guys, this is not a drill. I appreciate you, Mrs. Matthews. Much love to you. This episode, oh man, it's not even. They don't even have the blurb and the title out yet. Dang, babe, you was on it. You was on it. How you get to it so quick? You like you said it. You've been saying it comes out at 5 o'clock every week now, or 5 o'clock. What in the world? 11:50. That's what I meant to say. It's been coming out at 11:50 for sure. Right on a dot. Everybody get your popcorn. Everybody get ready. If you're in the Discord, you will get the group watch link. It's sent out right now. I will add everyone as well so you can join that. If you are in the Discord and you do have the chat, please, please do not pause, play, rewind, or any of that. And if you're not in the Discord, then we will have it right here as you see. And what we'll do is once the episode starts, I'll give you guys the countdown or on the count of 3, we'll all press play and then we'll enjoy it together, watch it together, have a good time, talk about it. And then afterwards, we'll go back in and I'll get back to all the comments that you guys were saying before. I appreciate you guys. And without further ado, let's bow. There we go. I'm just trying to favorite some of these so afterwards I can come back to your chats. I hope everyone's ready. I'm ready. The link is in the Discord. Take my drink. Let's get it. Samurai said, let's go. All right. I was just waiting for somebody to say that they was ready. All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. I forgot. We also left off with Miss Marvel in the back in the day. Shout out to all the members on the channel right now. We appreciate you guys. It's because of you guys. If you see the names down low, shout out to them. You see them in the chat. Say what's up. They're awesome. You guys rock. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to Bedrock as well. Love you guys. All the mods and everything. You guys rock. Let's get it. The clandestines. That's what they're called. Hey, they were going in. They weren't playing. Just his dead body dropped right there. Boom. Look at that. Did you see those ripples and how they looked? It looked nice. Yo, last time to put your thoughts on what you think we're going to see in this episode. Hey, and shout out to the composers and all of the music and sound designs that they've used on this show because they've been magnificent. Pharrell said, "Aya, hey yo." We are at 1 minute and 30 seconds. If you're just now tuning in, it's going black and white or gold. Sepia. I think that's what that one's called. Because it's not straight black white, like it's not the gray vibe. Oh. Remy says this is that shortest episode so far. Oh, you're right. 38. 38 minutes. That is the shortest episode so far. Damn. Is this going to be more like a document? She's moving dumbass fast, right? If this is a full backstory, I'm all for it, you guys. Ooh. It was a little blood right there, y'all. We are off to a wonderful start. That's just how I feel. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving what we're seeing so far. I like this. I like this so much. Oh, are we going to see her use her powers for the first time? The music is filling me with a sense of joy and pride. Oh. He's like, it's too late. Oh, this is definitely a completely different vibe. This is like a freaking movie right now. Uh-oh, a little bit of manners. Okay. Oh, that's his. Excuse me. Uh-huh. Damn, that should look good. Hey, tell me that food don't look smacking right now, though. Is that mango? Some tahini? Mm-hmm. The roses. The roses will get them. Unless you're my wife. She don't like roses. She like chocolate. She like food. That's the words that were inscribed on the band. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, come on, guys. How you guys feeling about the vibe? How you guys feeling about the vibe right now? Are you liking it or nah? I'm liking it so far. Definitely not what I was expecting. Yo, I need a picture of like all like the moms next to each other. You know what I mean? Like her and then Shang-Chi's aunt that he had. Oh, the little baby. It's been some time. They got a little baby. Okay, so we're moving. She's had this band the whole time, and I don't think we've seen her use it once, correct? Correct? Right? Right? Is that right? Is that right? She about to sing me to sleep. Damn. Oh, is the daughter gonna put it on? Is she gonna be able to use it? Let's see. Samurai said, loving it so far, right? Mary Sue says, just a nitpick, but it bugs me when 40s women are given makeup that clearly didn't exist until modern times, accidentally tapped into too soon. I don't know because I'm pretty sure they wear. I don't know. I know a lot of cultures had their own forms of makeup for a long time. I don't think that was, that's not really a modern day thing, like the geishas. And I know that's a completely different culture. I'm just saying, like, makeup's been around for a fairly long time, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, I'm not a makeupologist, but I'm pretty sure like Egyptians used makeup. You know what I'm saying? So my man is stressing. Who is that? Shit. Don't trust Najma. Uh-uh. You cannot trust Najma. Najma is not trustworthy. Look at look at the bone structure. You can't trust nobody with a bone structure like that. You just can't. You just can't do it. I'm sorry. Aisha. Hell nah. Get away from her. Uh McLevin says, I wonder if my theory is going to be correct of Kamala being the one to help her grandma back to her dad since she traveled back. I don't think she necessarily traveled back in time, and I think that would be kind of lame if that's the if it is, but I wouldn't be against it, you know? But I think it's gonna be I think there's gonna be like tied to something. I don't think she traveled back in time using the band. It could very well be possible, and I'm not against it, but I just don't want that to be the answer to things, if you understand what I'm saying. Damn. I love that. We can take our memories with us. My man's eyes looked a little feline, right? Um, my man Evan likes dogs. Unless they get like connected by the band on like some cosmic level ish, you know what I mean? Like because they both have the band on, that's why she can see her. So Kamala is coming as a vision the way that Aisha was coming as a vision to her type of thing. That could be definitely possible. Oh snap, my man seen her talking. We ain't got time to sit, Hassan. You got to hobble. 10 rings much? Oh, snap, y'all. And the plot is about to thicken. Really showing, well, doing their best to show what was going on and what people had to deal with. You know what I mean? We don't get to see this side of culture too much because, Britain. Ooh, she looked crazy. Hey, am I wrong or does she look a little older than she looked when we with her? The bangle, not band. There he is, the bangle. Damn, McLovin. McLovin said, if she dies, I'm going to be a little upset. She immediately dies. No! That's not funny. I'm sorry, McLovin. I kind of was expecting it, though. This is what we're waiting for. We're only halfway in right now, so I have no idea what else could happen. Okay, this is the saddest thing ever. Is she gonna put the? Oh, is it gonna go on the band? Hey, yo! Is the mom like gonna like transfer her energy into the band, and that's why they can now use the Nor? Oh! Oh, never mind, never mind. I think she did travel back in time, though. That's kind of crazy. You might have been right, McLovin. A little bit too right. Yo. Damn. Damn. So she time traveled for real? I am flabbergasted that she time traveled for real. And she's gonna use the stars to stand up on top of everything. Oh, bruh, crazy. The music, bruh. So it was little, bruh. I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. Is she about to level up? Oh, she's going back. What the hell? Oh, it was because what she did. I was like, bruh. David, welcome to the chat, my man. How you doing? What the? Are we about to go to the other realm in this episode, bruh? Ain't no freaking way, bruh. Ain't no way we about to see that other realm, bruh, in this episode. I just refuse to believe it. Yo, bruh, look, it's a freaking ripped dimension. Nah, Najma kind of looked the same. Oh! 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 Najma about to die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hell no. Hell no. Oh, okay. So when the eldest of the family dies that has the power, it then gets channeled into the child, children, kids, whatever you want to call it. Kamran. That's just crazy. Yo, so much has happened in so much has happened in this episode, bro. So much. Kamran. Also, I can I can't believe it, yo. I don't even know. I can't even believe this show right now, bruh. My brain is. I can't even contemplate what's happening yet. Like I gotta. I whoa. Damn, son. Now they coming with the heat again. And this is episode 5. So we have what? One more episode? He's dead. There's like so many people died in this show. I can't even believe it. Hey, Kamala getting the dudes in this show, yo. She getting the dudes. They want her bad, all of them. And that's the Scott. Piece by mother effing piece, she has made her entire get up, yo. They out here trying to give us the yo, mom thought she was that one. Uh, 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 uh. My brain is about to melt in my noggin right now because I'm just trying to wrap my head around so much. Like Rajini, how you doing? I hope you're having a good one. 3 generations, baby. Look at him. This show rocks socks, bro. This show rocks socks. It rocks socks off of feet into the laundry basket. Hey, I heard Mary Sue say something about Bruno. I hope Bruno's okay. Well, we're about to find out. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure my guy's going to pull up on him. He has nowhere else to go. Yep. That's what I said. Are they going to have like a bro out session of him learning how to use his powers? I wouldn't like that. Spoke too soon, David. Well, you are an orphan now, my guy. Damn. He spoke too soon, too. Everybody's speaking too soon. That's how it ends? What the hell? Oh, the music, though. Let's see. Is there a post-credit scene? No post-credit scene this week either. Holy free holies, you guys. Man, that was awesome. That was awesome, right? Like, can we agree that that was awesome? I mean, like, yo, amongst all of the things that it raises, that was awesome. So, man, okay. So let me just think about this for a second. So Kamala goes it back in time using um the bangle. The bangle is connected to the Kree somehow. The Kree we know are connected to Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is connected to the Space Stone. We talked about that last week. So her powers should work based off of something similar to that. We learned about the Nor dimension and Nor and the light powers. Uh, so it seems that we might be at the point to where I don't know though. I don't know, but it would make sense that everyone's powers kind of connect somehow when it comes to Photon, Captain Marvel, and Miss Marvel, right? Like we need their powers to some. We don't need them to, but I feel like we talked about multiple times on the channel so far, the creators of Miss Marvel have said that and Kevin Feige, they've said it. They changed her powers to better match the state of the MCU that we are in right now, which means matching it to what's going. It's very similar to when I have no idea what's going on. Okay, my bad. I don't know what just happened. There was a little technical difficulty, but we're back. Not sure what the hell was going on right there. But like I was saying, it seems like we're doing the thing to be able to connect um, everyone's powers to each other. So Photon and Miss Marvel, they both had that latent ability inside of them the entire time, right? When Photon walks through the hex that Wanda had put up, that unlocks her latent abilities, okay? And then for Miss Marvel, when she puts the bangle on, that unlocks her latent abilities. We see that for some reason uh no one else kind of had the power to use the light like that, you know what I mean, to use the Nord. And then with the end of the episode, what we saw with Kamran, he doesn't even need a bangle in order to channel the light in the first place. So does Miss Marvel really need that bangle, or is she just focusing on that bangle? You know what I mean? Is because his powers looked a lot like hers. It was just green, if I'm not wrong. That's what it looked like to me. And so that's a little interesting for sure, right? Like, what does that mean? Why are their powers similar, but neither of their moms or their moms had the ability to use the bangle in that way the entire time, and the only reason why Najma was looking for it was because she knew that was the only way for them to get back into the Nord dimension, their realm, right? But they couldn't do it, right? Because of what? They couldn't do it because um they didn't have the powers to unlock they didn't have the power to even enhance the bangle, so the bangle could then enhance them to let them open the portal. It seems like only the younger generations of these families are able to do that for some reason. Uh and it just, man, I'm here for it. I love everything, but this is a lot, yo, especially with her time traveling. We have not seen anyone time travel other than in Loki. And how we know about time travel and timelines, it kind of is the same thing as with like dimensions and, well, not to, yeah, like the universes and timelines are kind of the same thing, right? So in this instance though, it seems like we're not doing universes timelines. This is more of a like end game type of time travel, to where the TVA allowed this because it needed to happen. You know what I mean? She's always been the one that saved her. You know what I mean? Then you get in that loop of, oh, I saved you, and then that's how I'm born. Then I'm born, so I get to come back and save you, and that's how everything is wrapped up in a nice bow. But I think even Mary Sue, I think you even said it earlier. Once we saw the time travel, Mary Sue has said, I can't believe Kevin Feige okayed time travel for their writers. Time travel stories are so hard not to screw up. Why risk it? And I think it's because they're not doing a brick for brick time travel story, if you know what I'm saying, right? They're not doing like, oh man, we gotta go back in time. You know what I mean? Time travel was really never on the board for us, if you know what I'm saying. So it doesn't make it a time travel story. It makes it a story that has time travel in it. I know that sounds freaking ridiculous, but that's really, I'm pretty sure that's how they looked at it, because that's how I'm looking at it too. Because they're not time traveling in any grandiose means of it. It was an accidental time travel for one, and I'm always okay with anything that happens on accident, but I'm not at the same time. That's what she said. And then I'm also looking at it at the stakes of, okay, we kind of all, I think I even said it last week, like, oh man, the stars are her. The stars are from her or whatever, right? And I just didn't know how hard they were gonna go with it. And I didn't know how hard they were going to go with this episode. I think they did a great job giving us Aisha's uh, point of view life, of running away and trying to have a family of her own. Super similar to Shang-Chi's mom. Just saying, like Shang-Chi's story and Miss Marvel's stories are very similar, and they both also have these rings, bangles, jewelry that is connected to some source of energy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And they're both got parents from different realms and all that shit. Bro, it's about to be spicy. Um, McLovin says they did say they were going to take risks this episode. Yep. And I believe he turns like full neon. You know what I'm saying? Like he goes full neon blue light. Uh, the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, um, there got to be more episodes though, bro. We only get one more episode, and I'm wondering if it's going to be like an hour or something. We got a crap ton in this one. I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see the other realm. I would have liked that. McLovin says, "I wonder how long they're going to make the next one. Have a feeling they finna go off. I really think they're going to go off as well. I think that would be the best thing for them to do is kind of go crazy with it. Why not? I mean, it's going to be the last episode. I think they're going to kind of go all out with not the TVA, damage control. I think they're gonna really do like that's why they end that episode like that. They're gonna go all out with damage control, hopefully leading us into She-Hulk fairly nicely to be able to see what kind of time damage control is on and how serious everything is. You know what I'm saying? McLovin says she's learning quick that being a superhero means being around death a lot more. Yo, people are dying in this show, and this is supposed to be like a children's one. Yeah, this is supposed to be the kids show type of vibe, and people was going to their skeleton. I don't know if anyone else noticed how they got covered in stone, the way they kind of get covered in stone in Agents of Shield when they go through the Terrigen Mist thing, but they just came out as bone instead, which was crazy. Episode was called Time and Again. Ooh. Let's see. David says, wait. David says, wow, those powers look stronger than Kamala's. I don't think so. I think they looked pretty similar, but in the comics, he's like a pure light, like a that's how he like turned like all shiny and stuff when he first got the powers. His whole body does that in the comic books. Like his whole body looks like that in the comics. He glows that entire color, head to toe. So I don't know if they're gonna do that, but that's kind of how that looks. You know what I mean? It kind of seems like they might be going for that type of vibe. Is that's a good question. I don't think there's a necessary. I don't think there's necessarily a main villain for Miss Marvel. I think that the clandestines and damage control are both the main villains. My bad. My brain is moving at 1,000 miles per hour right now because I can't believe all the stuff that we just got and what it means for just a lot. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they're the main villains, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get some type of post-credit scene or something crazy for the last episode. I think it's going to be a banger for sure. David says, man, these MCU shows, the main villains just pop out at the end. Well, I mean, it was Agatha all along, at least. She was always the main villain. Flag Smashers, were the main villain as well. So kinda. I mean, they were the main villains, but really the power broker was, and the power broker was always Sharon. So, but I don't feel like, I mean, they're main villains for the current show, but they're not even the main villains. And I feel like that's why there's like a pop out at the end, because they're just like, okay, we think that this person's the main villain. And then we find out at the end that this one's actually the main villain. But then, you know what I mean? And then it just keeps going from there, you know? And then it's like, okay, but this is the actual best person. And then it's like, okay, no, but this is actual villain, but this is the actual villain. And then we keep going from all these villains that are actually just street level villains at this point of where we are. And then we have the actual big boss at the end. That's like Kingpin or whoever the case is for the ground level, and then King the Conqueror for the street level, and so on and so forth. Um, Dark King says Kamala seems to extend her own arm Cameron can discharge. Well, you have to think about it. She also can discharge stuff. That's how she blocks it and how she can step on it, because she throws it down, or else she wouldn't be able to do that. Um, but I do understand what you're saying, because his is, but it seems like it seems like his might just be more offensive and hers might be more defensive when it comes to like the projecting of the energy. But I think she's still stronger because he might not be able to protect himself the way he needs to, and she can still do her embiggening stuff to be able to punch and grab them, even if they are a distance away. Just kind of my thoughts, though. You know what I mean? Like the energy blast and the energy, I guess projection. I guess that's really energy projection, what Kamala does, and then energy blasts are what Cameron does. I can't think of what his superhero name is from the comic books. My bad, y'all. David says, I hope for more clandestines. Bro, I kind of wish we would have seen that, you know? Like, man, I really wish we would have just seen a little bit more from that, because once they mix the Jin in with like with that storyline of the clandestines, because the clandestines are an actual quote unquote superhero team from the comic books, and then we have the other side that we were just on. Wait, bro, my brain is freaking fried. The clandestines. No. We were just talking about the Jin, and then the Jin are just real world. Well, not real world, but real world things. You know what I mean? That have occurred in our history that each culture believes in its own version of it. Jins, genies, you know, all of those type of vibes. It's very easy to get the lines blurred, and I think that the MCU is doing a pretty good job of kind of handling that, because it leaves us room for having like vampires, the werewolves, and like how we had the jackal from like Moon Knight and stuff like that. You know, it gives us a lot of leeway to be able to understand that some of these creatures and beings and things might just be interdimensional, or you know, yeah, just basically they're interdimensional or other realmy or whatever the word is. Um, Dark King says probably be like every MCU show's main villain at the end. Mary Sue says combining real world Jin lore with my MCU knowledge, I wonder if the Sorcerer Supreme did something back in the day to limit their powers while in our dimension. That's a really good uh observation, because I've been very concerned about why the hell the Jin seems so weak. But it could be something to where it's like, hey, it's like Janet Van Dyne coming back from the quantum realm. Like, yeah, it did change her. She is different, but it doesn't mean she can just she just has powers now. You know, maybe they're just regular people in their dimension, just like they're regular people in our dimension, and there's nothing more to it other than that, even though there is. I mean, obviously they don't age at all, like, because it's been so long, and home Najma was still looking like the same as she did when we seen her in the flashback, and that was like in the 1940s or something like that. So it'll be really, that's freaking crazy. But yeah, I'm interested into seeing, is there some type of hold on them that drain their powers, or do they not have any powers at all? And you have to have some type of, okay, Mary Sue. Okay, Mary Sue. So how about this? The Jin inherently have their powers inside of them, like we were talking about before, but it's not unlocked for them yet. So they have, once they put that band on from the Kree, that Kree band technically put them through Terrigenesis. And then once or they don't even have to just be a Jin. I'm talking any being in the MCU that comes across any type of Kree technology like what we got, you know what I'm saying? Uh it causes them to unlock a new thing within them or whatever you want to call it. You know? I think that is what would make the most sense is that hey, she's a Jin, so she just has abilities though, but she doesn't know she has those abilities yet. They're not unlocked for her. Photon, she has abilities already, but they're just not unlocked for her. And then Captain Marvel, she has the abilities, but they're just not unlocked for her. Captain Marvel comes in contact with the not the Terrigen, what in the world? The hype, not the Tesseract. I was about to say the Hypercube, the Tesseract, right? And then once that happens, it unlocks the abilities that she had already. Photon. Photon goes through WandaVision's hex. The hex is created of some type of crazy material or whatever it is. She goes through that, unlocks the latent ability. Miss Marvel, same thing. She has it already, but it's not unlocked yet. She gets the bangle on. The bangle unlocks the latent ability. I'm just saying, it seems like it could be possible. Um, one thing that makes the one thing that throws a wrench in that is the fact that Cameron leveled up as soon as his mom died. But he did, there was a transfer of energy, but the energy went straight to him, and the energy for Kamala didn't go straight to her, it went straight to the bangle. So in one sense, it might be dangerous to pass down that much energy, and you have to channel it through something, because if they were to just channel the energy straight into their bodies or whatever, they would basically just turn to like pure light maybe and just die, which, you know, that seems like it's possible as well. Yeah, David, we have one more episode, bro. One more episode. Can't believe it. No idea what we could get in the next episode. Rishav says, bro, episode is released. Yeah, episode 5 is released. We watched it already. Oh, Dark King told you that already. Thank you, Dark King. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys coming in, showing love, helping out in the chat. You guys rock socks, man. If you're on a part of the Discord, join the Discord. If you'd like to become a moderator, editor, anything like that, become a part of the Marvel Bros family, let us know by messaging Marvel Bros on Discord or messaging me, and we can talk about that and help and get that process going. Mike Davis, what's up with it, my boy? How you doing, bro? How'd you like the episode? Woman said was a bit disappointed with this episode. I know what they were doing. I just wasn't a fan. Yeah, the whole time travel stuff definitely put a wrench in everything that was going on. But on the other hand, I still freaking loved it. So I mean, like, I didn't like love it, but I loved it. You know what I mean? Like, I loved it. I didn't think we were gonna see that portal open. Definitely wish we could have got to go through the portal, but we didn't. But I wish we did, but we didn't. So that definitely made me feel a little different too. And then yeah, bro, a lot of that stuff. I mean, I understand, but it's just like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. It makes me a little sad with the episode that we got, but at the same time, it was still such a good episode. And it was definitely aimed for the feels. You know what I mean? That the feels were targeted. The feels have been targeted for this whole show. Disney Plus has just been trauma plus, like with these Marvel shows for sure. Dark King says, I like the beginning of it, especially to show the timeline until Kamala got placed in. Yes, I loved that too. And then when Kamala got placed in, I was like, oh, then like once I realized that it was actually in the time, I was like, oh, okay. And then like the more it was like, oh, this is really what we're doing. Like, and then I just got more and more confused, and my brain was just running through everything. And I was like, okay, but wouldn't this make a branch reality, or does this not make a branch reality because she's not technically changed anything? Is she like my bro? I'm like, yo, because we learned from Loki that anytime someone goes back in time and does something like that, it causes an alternate reality to where this didn't exist there. And then when it comes back, it does change something. But if that was supposed to happen and that alternate reality is still our reality, so it's not technically an alternate reality, then I can feel that for sure. I can feel that for sure. It'll be interesting though. I don't know. I don't know. Dark King, my boy. Biokinetic charges. Using the stored energy within his body, Kamran can channel that energy by discharging it as a shock or by transferring the energy into an object, causing it to glow, then explode. Okay, so he's kind of like Static Shock, I guess, in a way. I guess. David says, I want a season two. I want a season two also, but I want uh I want a season two also, but I want the Marvels before I really make that decision, to be completely honest. Because I do want a season two, but if the Marvels take her to a higher level than what this show has given us, then I don't know if I'll want a season two because it might be a little bit not lackluster, but it might be a little bit just not as good as what we want. You know, give us a Miss Marvel movie next, maybe, and that way we can get a little bit more fledged out. But that Miss Marvel movie is going to be the Marvels. I just don't think we're going to see a lot. This is my theory, to be completely honest. All of the Young Avengers and all that stuff, we're not going to see them get any second seasons. The second season will be a Young Avengers show, basically. That's just kind of what I'm going for. That's kind of what I think that just makes the most sense. And then have the show build up, and then we have a Young Avengers movie, and then they're like fighting King the Conqueror or something. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would kind of be the best way to get it all going. We know we have a Thunderbolts movie coming as well, so it's just I think a Young Avengers show and not have it be this stupid ass 6 episode thing. Like, actually give it like at least 10 episodes, hour each, 45 minutes each, something like that for the show of Young Avengers. Yeah, I think that'll be solid. Hopefully, Marvel doesn't continue on this 6 episode hype thing because it's really not that good. It really sucks. Um, Remy says, "Did you notice the writing change? I think you're talking about on the bangle when the mom transferred her energy to the bangle. Yeah, that, and then it etched the words that from the dad into the bank. Loved it. Like all of that was just really nice story. That was some nice storytelling for as far as that goes. You know, I loved Hassan as well. Excuse me. Um, too early to say that. Oh, about a season two. I understand. David says, I honestly want the season two to be before the Marvels. Well, that's impossible. The Marvels comes out in February, I think. February next year. So we're getting that fast. We were supposed to have it this year in November, but uh the Marvels and Black Panther switched places. So we'll have Black Panther this year in November, and then we'll have the Marvels next year. And it's actually either in February or March. I'm thinking February. It might be January, but I'm pretty sure it's February, March, or something like that. So we're gonna have the Marvels fairly soon. So that's why I'm really hoping that we get a little bit more from Photon before we get the Marvels. That's what I'm more really interested in. We've got to fully flesh out Captain Marvel in her own movie. We've got Kamala Khan because this is her backstory and everything that she's kind of been that she's done, and then no doubt we'll get kind of like that update in the other movie in the Marvels movie. So I'm down for that, and I think that'll be solid. Um, Dark King says Spider-Man, Miss Marvel, Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. Oh, Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. Who else? don't think Spider-Man is going to be in the Young Avengers. That's just me. Miss Marvel for sure. Kate Bishop for sure. Ironheart. We know Ironheart is getting introduced in Wakanda Forever, which is coming out in November, like I was just talking about. She's for sure going to be in there. We have Wiccan and Speed from WandaVision, but we don't know if they're going to come back, but they are in the original iteration of the Young Avengers. And then it's very possible that we might see Hulkling or some type of Hulk variant with this new She-Hulk show that's coming out next month. And if we do, then we can have our baby Hulk. We have Iron Patriot, not anything confirmed about the Iron Patriot, but I assume not assume, but I would like to have Iron Patriot, Riri Williams for Armor Wars and stuff like that. Hopefully, Iron Patriot, I'm thinking is the kid from Iron Man 2 that we also saw at the end of Endgame at Tony's funeral. So I'm thinking we're gonna have him be Iron Patriot or some type of iteration of Iron Man and have that whole thing go with that. And then yeah, I think that's it really. I think that's it really. I don't think we need anyone else other than that. I would like some like White Vision to be like the leader of them or something weird like that. She-Hulk kind of have that. White Vision and She-Hulk kind of have that Black Canary and Red Tornado vibe from Young Justice. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that would be really cool. Mrs. Matthews, Remy says, could you tell there was a different writer for this episode? Yes. 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 I could tell the writer was different. I could tell a lot of stuff was different. Like with Hassan and Aisha, with Hassan and Aisha, like the way that their dynamic worked with each other was super impeccable. It was like you could definitely tell that's what they were focused on, was creating that good relationship between them. And they did it so heavily so that it almost hurt the other actors like later on in the episode. It's like, damn, you know what? Their acting isn't as good compared to the mom and that dude's. Like they basically made an entire episode of a love story, like a Romeo and Juliet type love story. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful story as well. I don't know if anyone else liked it. I did. I had a really good time with it. I wanted to explore more about the mom and all of that, and we got everything that I wanted from that. So I'm good with that. Yeah, Kid Loki. It's very possible Kid Loki could be on there, Dark King, because he's definitely there. He's definitely got introduced. I mean, and he is in there on the comics. Mike Davis says, when does She-Hulk come out? August 8th, August 21st, August something. Um, he just got a new look at She-Hulk, a new picture, a new still. August 17th. August 17th, She-Hulk comes out. Um, Davis says, I don't want the Young Avengers. I hate them. Damn, that's crazy. I think it'll be awesome to have all these different type of teams now. You know, Avengers. Hopefully we get the Defenders to come in. Guardians of the Galaxy. I know they're about to go. You know, be Gonzo. And just different teams like that. Maybe even get us a West Coast Avengers in there somewhere. You know, I would really be I would be happy with that. I think it would be super dope. I said I don't hate the characters. Dark King says, why do you hate them? Why don't you want them? Yes, there you go. There you go, Mike. Cassie Lang as Stature. But well, we don't really know how old. Well, she's younger. She's still younger. Depending on what time we pick up in the MCU, she's definitely still younger. David says, I really don't know why. I just want the Avengers. I want just the Avengers. Man, I don't think we're going to see Avengers for a while. I don't think we're going to see another Avengers movie for a fat minute until our young Avengers become the new Avengers type of thing. Just because it's almost pointless a little bit to get an Avengers movie because the Avengers aren't the Avengers right now. You know what I mean? Uh, we don't have the Avengers basically until we have all these new things. So once we get another Iron Man, if we do, or an Iron Man-esque type of character, we also have to get another Black Panther now as well. We need we need a lot of things where we're at, and I think we're gonna have Secret Wars, incursions, all that type of stuff happen way before we see another Avengers movie. Like I don't even think like Secret Wars might be the next Avengers movie, but I don't think it's going to be like Avengers Secret Wars. I think it's just going to be like Marvel's Secret Wars. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to be putting that Avengers tagline on something for a little while. Like I did say though, they are going to be doing Thunderbolts. They're starting production on Thunderbolts next year in 2023, and I would not be surprised if Thunderbolts and or Dark Avengers become like the new type of movie franchise that we get for a little while. We get like Thunderbolts the first one, and then Thunderbolts 2, Thunderbolts 3. Hopefully get like some type of thing like that, and then have like Avengers versus Thunderbolts or something. That would be pretty cool. Any of that, I'm down for any of it. My man Under Guru, what's up with it, Guru? How you doing? How'd you like this episode? I'd love to see the Young Avengers in live action since I don't know much about them in comics. Yes, I feel you. I feel you there. Wet says, I want X-Men versus Avengers movie. Yes, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Samurai said, I'm out. Going to bed, y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Much love to you as well, Team Samurai. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you for tuning in. If you haven't already, Samurai, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Everyone, make sure you drop a like on the stream if you can. Definitely helps out the algorithm around here. Drop a sub if you can to stay up to date with all the content, all those good things. Really appreciate you guys. It all helps. All the love, all the support is just much appreciated. Mary Sue says, I think these shows forget that the meat and potatoes of a superhero show is the superhero doing superheroing. When I watch Superman, I get Superman every episode, and it's great. Yes. I agree. But like even like with what you said, I instantly thought of Superman and Lois. And in Superman and Lois, we do get to see Superman be Superman a lot of the time, but we also spend a lot of time with Superman being Clark Kent. And that's something that I feel like these shows are tailored to do. They're supposed to give us, I feel like these shows give us 50-50, right? 50% of the character of the human and then 50% of the superhero. Which I feel is the right way to do things. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the right way to do things when you're dealing with certain characters. Moon Knight, I know a lot of people had issues with Moon Knight because it was like, oh yeah, we had Moon Knight in every episode, but we had like 5 minutes of him in every episode. You know what I mean? So I feel that because I feel the same way, especially with like Falcon and Winter Soldier and all of those. I feel it 100%. But I think someone else said it. It's basically it's the origin story. It's the backstory. It's the how they became this person. You know what I mean? And I think it's gonna benefit us. I think the reason why it's so I feel like why a lot of people feel the way you feel right now, Mary Sue, is because we haven't got to see the payoff yet. If you understand what I'm saying, like Scarlet Witch, like WandaVision and Doctor Strange is our first glance at payoff from a TV show buildup of a character. I personally like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I think it was done. I think Wanda is like the same exact person that we see from WandaVision in Doctor Strange, but she's just a little bit more evil because she's been reading that Darkhold. For me, things line up the way that they need to. when it comes to that type of stuff, right? So Like that's why I feel like Loki season 2, anything that does get a season 2, it will definitely be up there and it'll definitely be solid because we won't have to wait for that backstory. Because even with Loki, we know Loki, but we didn't know this Loki, so we had to get to know him. We didn't know we know Falcon, but we didn't know Sam Wilson as Captain America, so we had to get to know him. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it's gonna be worth it when we get Captain America and the Winter Soldier and it's Falcon being him. And then we can be like, oh yeah, no, that's because we don't have to wait for him to put the suit on. We don't have to wait for him to find the suit and all that shit. No, he has it at the beginning of the movie because we already went through how we got it in the show. You know? We've talked about this a lot on the channel, Mary Sue. You already know these shows, these Disney Plus shows have become the intermediate comic book, the comic book that connects one to the other type of thing. So I feel you, and I do hope that that gets fixed with like Echo. Like when we get the Echo series, that'll really let us know if they're bullshitting us or not. Because we've already got Echo's full blown backstory and everything about Echo that we needed to know within Hawkeye, within the Hawkeye series. So when her show comes out, we should get straight to the meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these other shows have just been the entree. They have not been the meal. So a lot of people have come into these shows looking for a meal, and all they getting is breadsticks, pimping. All you getting is breadsticks. You feel me? But I do really, Finn, I do really understand what you're saying though. At the same time, Terrell Fatties, what's up with it, Terrell? How you doing, man? Double T in the morning. Oh, we got two. We got a double T, and then we got double T. That's crazy. Um, I really like this episode. One of the things that I like is that when Aisha is about to die, she used what's left of her powers to bring in present day Kamala and saved Kid Sana, just like the story. Yeah, that was definitely solid. I don't know if she used her powers to bring in Kamala. I think Kamala went there. I mean, it's very possible. That's very possible that is how it happened, but I don't think that's what happened. Because because Kamala talks to her, so she's still alive before Kamala. Like she doesn't, she's still alive when Kamala comes there. And then when she talks to Kamala and then she dies, then the energy transfers over back to the bangle. So I feel what you're saying though. And I liked all of that as well though. Dark King says she gets the powers that he had to shrink and grow. Dark King says this is technically an origin story. Facts. This is an origin story. No technical. Nothing like this is 100% an origin story. Like to the max. David, Superman and Lois is so boring. That's blasphemy. Kishan, yo, how you doing? Hi, man. I am back for the new episode. We already watched the new episode, brother. Sorry about that. Oh, yep. You got it. Okay, y'all got it. The same thing can be said about Miss Marvel and the Marvels movies since these two projects are connected. Yes. Like once we get the Marvels movie, we might start the Marvels movie with Miss Marvel. Shit, we might end this show with Monica Rambeau coming back from wherever she went at the end of WandaVision and talking to Miss Marvel like, hey, yo, yeah, come on with me. Your energy source is the same as ours or whatever the case may be. Something like that. I don't know, but I think it's very possible. Look at that, Dark King. If you think about it, WandaVision is connected too because Photon. Exactly. But that's more of a Yes, but you're right. No, you're right. Yes, because of Photon, and that's Photon's backstory. Well, kind of. WandaVision is kind of Photon's backstory. It's like half of the backstory. You know what I'm saying? We still need to get that other half of Photon's backstory to know what was going on. Did she have powers beforehand? What was going on with her mom? Why did her mom have cancer? Did it have anything to do with Captain Marvel? Is that the same reason why Jane Foster will have cancer in the Thor: Love and Thunder movie? You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that we got to look at. Dark King says Thor: Love and Thunder in 2 days. Not gonna lie, I don't really like the Thor movies. Well, today is technically Wednesday now, so tomorrow is the Thor movie because I'm seeing it Thursday. Battery is seeing it Thursday as well. I hope you guys see it Thursday if you can. We'll be doing our review for that on Friday at noon, if I'm not mistaken. I think at 12 o'clock. And then later on that day, we're going live for something else. I don't think it's for Umbrella Academy. I think it's for something else. I can't remember. Maybe it is Umbrella Academy. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pumped for Thor, but at the same time, I'm not. At the same time, I'm not. Dark King says, "How you liking Stranger Things and Umbrella Academy?" Love Stranger Things. Stranger Things was a complete dub. It was that was an amazing finale. I loved it. I had such a great time. The music, the score, the emotions, the pain, the anger, the sorrow, everything that was amazing. Can't wait for season 5. Season 5 is going to be a banger. Can't wait to see what they do with Will and all that stuff over there. Oh yeah, bro, just give it to me, yo, for sure, for sure. David says Umbrella Academy. Yeah, Umbrella Academy is amazing. We just watched the first episode today, though, so no spoilers in the chat, please. But we did like the first episode of Umbrella Academy. We will be continuing our watch parties for those. So make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications on because you will get that notification when we go live. And then if you're in the Discord, you'll get the notification there as well. Yeah. Dark King says, I hope Photon comes in a post-credit scene. Shit. The way this show's been, bro, there won't even be a like there will be a post-credit scene, but she won't be in it, and she'll be in the actual show. You know what I mean? Like she'll actually come and like save Kamala from the DODC. That would be the freaking solid thing to happen. Is like Kamala and her friends get caught by damage control. They have them locked up, and then Photon pulls up like with shield agents and shit, and they're like, no, she's coming with us. Let everyone else go, and then that's how it ends, type of thing. And then we get like a post-credit scene that involves Captain Marvel, and then we get to see Captain Marvel, Photon, and the whole thing like that. That would be crazy. I would really like that. Oh, and America Chavez could possibly be on the Young Avengers because she's in our timeline right now. And she might actually be a big role as to some of the things that are going to be happening. Terrell says, hot take, I like both portrayals of Superman from DCU and the CW, but the Superman from Superman and Lois is what the DCU Superman is supposed to be. Hey, someone speaking some motherfucking sense, bro. That's facts, bro. Superman from Superman and Lois is Superman for sure, like 100%. Very similar to how Batman from the Snyderverse is not like Batman. That's how I feel about the Superman there. That is not Superman. Superman would not stand and watch Clark Kent. I mean, watch goddamn Jonathan Kent just die. Nope, it's not happening. It's not happening. Dark King says, I know AMC has the more. Oh yeah, it has the Mjolnir popcorn bucket that can become your own hammer too. Oh, I didn't know that. I remember Remy was telling us about that a while ago, though, about that bucket. I really wanted that bucket too. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Doctor Strange. I had no idea about this. This sounds awesome. I don't know if we have an AMC near us. We do Regal. Regal doesn't usually have all those awesome things. They just have like the regular souvenir cups and popcorn containers, which I still want. I think Kara Danvers might be at the end of the episode 6. Yeah, that's what I think too, David. Dark King says, you mean Sword? Shield is destroyed? Is Shield destroyed? Is it? Because, like, I know Sword is the new wave, but I'm pretty sure Shield is still a thing. or at least I thought it was. Did it get completely destroyed? Like completely? Because in Spider-Man, what is that? Far From Home, when Talos is taking over for Nick Fury, aren't they technically Shield? I'm pretty sure they're still Shield. I'm pretty sure they're still Shield because uh Dark King says, yeah, remember Shield was a Hydra cover? Yes, Shield was a Hydra cover. And then Black Widow leaked all of the documents of everything that was going on. But that was in Civil War. That was the Winter Soldier, right? Uh in WandaVision they announced it was Sword now. Oh, did they? Oh, I don't remember that. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Like once we finish Miss Marvel and She Hulk, I think we should have a little while until we get another one. I think we have a month in between before we get Secret Invasion because I think because Secret Invasion and Armor Wars are this year as well. But I think those come at the end of the thing, and once that happens, once we're done with She Hulk, I'm gonna go back and watch everything so I can, have a better understanding of what's going on within the shows because I didn't go back and watch anything once they were done. I'm pretty sure Shield is still a thing though. I think Shield is still a thing because they weren't Sword yet. Sword, because at the end of Far From Home, they didn't talk about it being Sword. They didn't say anything about Sword because we didn't even know about Sword until the post-credit scene where we saw that the real Nick Fury was on the Sword base. But in WandaVision, that agent was just a Sword agent, not a Shield agent. Like they have. I just must be thinking Sword. What I mean, because I know they're both in the comments. Once again, in the comics. Jesus, yo. Uh, so yeah, that'll be solid. When I said you good, bro, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Are you good? How you doing? I'm doing fine. Uh, let's see. Do. Yo, okay. So I can't believe that we got time travel in this and we got to see it. And I can't believe, on the other hand, that the time travel that she used was the thing that also opened the portal. That's kind of interesting. I wonder how those connect and what that really means for like the MCU overall. Like, can she always time travel like that, or was that just one instance because Najma stabbed her bangle with her blade that also had Nor light, so the Nor light and the Nor light like caused all of that to happen. That's something that's very possible. I personally don't think that. Well, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We've seen Aisha throughout the show keep appearing to Kamala. So, like Terrell said earlier, I think it is possible that Aisha was always reaching out from that one moment of her dying. She's reaching out to Kamala over and over again in those different moments that she saw her with the train, when she just saw when the ground is very possible. That is very, very possible. And I don't think I'm against that. I think that would be pretty solid. Not gonna lie. I think I would like any of that happens, bro. Hmm. It sounds interesting, but it does sound very plausible. Not gonna lie. Uh Terrell says they released a new still of She-Hulk, and she's wearing the dress that saw in the trailer. You could tell that her CGI is definitely approving. Oh yeah, yo, yeah, 100%. It's approving, and it's been improving for a while now. Like, to be completely honest. Yo, what's up with the Lewis Berry? Hey, much love to you. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciation to you. I hope you're having a good one. My man said, hope for Black Bolt, Spidey, Matt, Carol, and Monica. I don't know what you mean by that, but yeah, hope for him, my guy. Oh, you mean like for a new Avengers or in the new Illuminati or something? What do you mean, my man, Lewis? What you mean? How you doing? Man, She-Hulk looks good. Yeah, She-Hulk the new still did look pretty solid, but even the trailer that Disney Plus had put up on Disney Plus after that trailer had initially dropped, even that looked really good. You know what I mean? That looks super solid. Mary Sue says, I got to do some nerd homework and figure out how all the metaphysics works. It's getting hard to keep track of what's connected and what's not. I've done like a whole breakdown of like the difference between timelines, universes, dimensions, realms, the whole thing. So I want to really do that. I'm going to maybe do that either as a TikTok or as a video on the channel here. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our social medias for sure, because we do have like, I think we're on TikTok and all that good stuff. Oh, okay. Super chat is what you hope to see in the finale. Ooh, okay. So you hope to see Black Bolt, Spidey, Matt, Carol, and Monica in the finale. And you know what's crazy? That's not even impossible from where we're at right now. You know what I mean? Where we're at, it's definitely possible to do that. Shout out to you, Lewsbury. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Do you have anything on Cameron in that book? Let me see what Cameron's name is. Is his name just Cameron? Oh, my guy's name is just Cameron. All right, bet. Let's see what we have in the big book of Marvel for Cameron. JK King. Oh, I don't think he's in here. I don't think Cameron's in here. My guy doesn't have a superhero name though. Nope, that's wrong. Okay, let's see right here. Cameron grew up with his parents in Jersey City, where they were very close to the Khan family. When Cameron was 5 years old, his family moved to Houston, Texas. Cameron excelled in academics and was even accepted to MIT early. The night Cameron and his family moved back to Jersey City, Cameron opened his window while he was unpacking, and he was exposed to the Terrigen mist, activating his latent inhuman powers. Sometime after his Terrigenesis and before reuniting with Kamala, Cameron was recruited by Lineage. Cameron was then reintroduced to the Khans, and while their parents were catching up, the pair quickly bonded over their shared interests. While they were visiting Newark Avenue with Amir, they witnessed Kaboom attacking innocent bystanders. Cameron saw Kamala change into Miss Marvel, after which he revealed himself to also be a new human. I don't know what that is. Later that night, Cameron convinced Kamala to sneak out, and the pair shared a romantic evening, almost ending with a kiss. Next day, Cameron unexpectedly offered Kamala a ride to school, but instead kidnapped her to bring her to Lineage. So that's basically they basically took Cameron and split him between Cameron and homeboy Bruno. Yep, Cameron and Bruno. Cameron and Bruno are basically Cameron from his thing. I don't know if Bruno's in the comics, but yeah. Let's see. Dark King says, wait, no. David says, what's super chat? A super chat is if you look under your message, like where you're typing, I believe you should be able to type, you should see like the $ square next to the emoji thing. Uh, and then you can click that, and then you can send a super sticker or a super chat. Super sticker is an animated image, and then super chat is like the super chat that Lewis had sent, where it highlights your message. We read it as priority, and then also if you want, you can become a member of the YouTube channel. And when you do that, when you do become a member, you get access to member-only badges, channel emojis, and other special perks, like being able to join us when we do our trailer watch parties like we did today. So yeah, just so you know, that's what all of that is. And if you want to show your love or support, those are the ways to do it: by sending super chat, super stickers, and by possibly becoming a member of the channel. We appreciate all the love and support from you guys. You guys really rock socks. Okay. Terrell says, I really want to see what's next for Shang-Chi in the Shang-Chi in the MCU. Like, I want to see how he's going to interact and fight alongside other heroes with his kung fu and the rings. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, when you really think about it, he's going to basically be the best of both worlds, because like people like Captain America, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier, all of them had to use hand-to-hand combat, and all they could do was use kind of like their enhanced superhuman abilities. But for Shang-Chi, my guy can do kung fu, and he's a literal superhuman. So he's like on a whole nother level. So that will be super dope. That will be super dope. Mary Sue. So that's why Bruno and Cameron feel like incomplete characters. Yes, that's why there's like half of their story being told, because they're one character that got split into two. And I'm pretty sure that's why once, like from here on out, like what we're getting with like how Cameron and Bruno are together now, I bet money it's gonna be an amazing. They're gonna have awesome chemistry because they're the same character. Basically, they're gonna have great chemistry. I have no doubt about it. I mean, they had great chemistry already with the evil, when it was like the bad boy or whatever you want to call it, chemistry between them. So I think now it'll be, it'll be like it'll be even doper. I That's just how I feel. I feel like it's going to be a really fun time to see in the next episode and see how they kind of work with each other. I'm almost for my boy Bruno becoming Iron Patriot, because he is a freaking genius, and it would really be dope to see him and Riri Williams possibly working together on like some Mark II Iron Man or Iron Heart armor, whatever you want to call it. I think that'd be pretty nifty. I do indeed think that would be pretty nifty. Um, what would you guys like to see from the next episode of Miss Marvel? I think one of the biggest things that I want to see coming from Miss Marvel next is I kind of want to see a big fight of some sorts. That's just kind of where I'm at. I want to see a good fight. We still haven't had that big bad, and since they are gonna have that big bad, or since they're not gonna have that big bad, they're gonna have to do something big. And I think it's just gonna be the fight of her like blowing up a whole bunch of the drones and all that type of stuff. And I think we're gonna just have something basic like that. I mean, now we might even possibly get Red Dagger and Cameron as being some type of heroes in the MCU somewhere, possibly even being locked up in the like the detention center of that place that we see, like the juvenile detention center of that super security max prison. I mean, they were already putting my man Cameron in there, so they have to have a place for children, right? Because they were not tripping about any of that. Mary Sue says, unfortunately, any show or movie with Simu Liu in it will be banned in China. This political reality is going to affect what property Shang-Chi appears in. That's very true, but at the same time, I don't think Marvel really gives a crap anymore. Because what was it? I feel like there was something else that no, because wasn't it not shown in China? Wasn't Doctor Strange not shown in a multitude of places because Miss Cat America Chavez has two moms and they like kiss and hold hands and stuff. And I'm pretty sure like there was different places in Asia and different countries like that. And they were like, hey, yo, if you don't cut this out, we ain't showing the movie. And then Disney was like, all right, we're not cutting it out then. And then they didn't show the movie. So I think Disney is starting to take a better stance on things, especially with what they're doing now with having at least trying to show a little bit more love and compassion to other races that aren't white. I'm not going to make this like that or woke or political or anything like that. I'm just saying that in the comics there is a multitude of superheroes and characters. So certain characters and certain people and certain just people could identify with their own superhero. And I feel like that we're in that time in the MCU to where that can now all come to the live screen. And even if it's a small character or a big character, they need to be able to do that. And no matter what countries or what other people feel about that issue, you know what I mean? No matter what the issues are, I think that they should still be doing their best to show that representation. And I understand that it is different when it comes to Simu Liu because he has said, like, he's spoken out on certain things and how shit is and how he's not like a fan of certain stuff and all this stuff. So I do understand what you're saying when it comes to that context all the way. And I do agree that it is going to affect some things for sure because it's not like they're not saying like it's not like they're like, oh, don't put the devil in there. Nah, this man is outright speaking against their political party, and that is not how they rock it in China at all. So I do understand what you're saying, Mary Sue, and it does suck, but I do hope that they will find some type of balance or some type of middle ground to be able to allow things to go forward smoothly and not need like some stupid recast or something dumb like that, because I would be heartbroken if we did anything like that, because my man Simu Liu is Shang-Chi for sure. I'm hoping that in the next episode we possibly get to see Captain Marvel or Photon, either one of them. I really want to see all of Miss Marvel's friends come together. It would be wild that every single one of them end up being like a superhero and she has like her own little superhero team, because that's kind of the road that we're on. Everyone except Nakia has powers right now. It would be like the mosque is like Naki has been like arrested that, it would just be crazy. Like that would just be so crazy. I wouldn't even be a fan of. I mean, I would be a fan of it because of how much of a twist and how dark and crazy that would get, but I just wouldn't even know what to do. But yeah, I need that. Any type of cameo, to be honest, or anything. I'm super there. Lewis says Iman is carrying the show, and it's crazy because I'm pretty sure this is her first ever job as being an actor. Like, I'm pretty sure this is her first acting job that she's had and everything. And that's freaking crazy. David Hung says, are we sure that Monica is Photon? 100%, bro. We saw her get her powers, everything. She was damn near wearing the same her uniform that she wears in the comics, bro. Like, same thing and everything. So yeah, she's for sure Photon. We haven't heard her get that name yet. But I don't know why they wouldn't give her the name Photon, but that's what I'm thinking. King says it's funny because Iman Vellani wanted to be a producer, but now an actor. I would watch her movies she produced. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, yo, that YouTube channel that she had was peak, top notch. I'm not gonna lie. I love this episode of Miss Marvel. Let me know in the comment section what you guys would give this one on the Marvel Bros scale. That is out of 5, not out of 10. You can do it out of 10 if you want to, but do it out of 5 to make it a little bit harder. And if you really rocking with Marvel Bros, I'm gonna give this one a solid 3.87. Like, I'll give it a 3.9. You know, it's almost a 4 for me, but there was some different things that were going on. When when Najma just looked at the camera and was like, bruh, no, that was the cheesiest thing I've ever seen happen in the MCU, like, basically ever. I was like, nah, bro, we can't do this. This is not the vibe. This is not the strat. You know what I'm saying? And there was a couple other cheesy moments like that as well. And just how fast Najma immediately was like, no, you're right. I do have to do this. Super reminded me of how they did my man O'Shea Jackson in Kenobi when he was playing Orokin. And Kenobi is like, he's like, I won't help the Jedi. And then Kenobi is like, please. And he's like, okay. You know what I mean? That's kind of how that was kind of the same vibe that I got. That's kind of just the vibe that I got. So I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. And yeah. David says in the comics, Monica isn't just Photon, right? Monica Rambeau is Photon in the comics. She's the original Captain Marvel, to be completely honest. But then they later changed it, gave it to Carol Danvers, and then they made Monica Rambeau Photon instead. So, yep, it's all awesome. It's all good. It's all vibes. I had a great time with this episode today. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all of you guys that came through with the super chats. You guys really rock socks. If you aren't already, make sure you join that Discord. And you know what? My bad. Let me just say one more thing real quick. Holy moly. Man, this show has been so awesome. But just so you guys know, you can now purchase Marvel Bros merch by visiting our website at www.marvelbros.com. That's MRVLbros.com. And don't forget to tag us on social media so we can see how you represent the super fam. You feel me? You can get that merch. You can show it off. Like I said, you can tag us and all that good stuff. You can visit our website for merchandise, news, all that stuff. Discord. Make sure you join the Discord so we can talk about theories and whatnot for the next episodes and just all of it. It's all fun and awesome and amazing. You guys rock socks. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in with me on another awesome episode of Marvel Bros and another watch party and review. We will be doing The Boys finale this Friday, as well as the Thor review. So make sure you guys are there for that and all of the good stuff. You guys rock. Miss Marvel rocks. Excelsior. Okay, sorry. It's not doing the thing. So I just got to get up out of here. I don't know why it's tripping. Y'all have a good one, Neil.
Would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the super fan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you later.
On today's pop culture news update.